The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath. And Owen coughed it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. And they'll run with ETN. There's the stiff arm. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Recon, 132 fire. Hey, exit. Hey, lock it.
One more time with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what you're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 4 that time, and that'll be good for a Houston first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On the jet sweep, there goes Collins.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw.
And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. The Jaguars at 5-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
11 more on that one and another first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try to pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Caught by Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. These two teams all tied after 1. From midfield now, Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 50 yards.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff running left is Etienne. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here back and forth first half. A couple of team's locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Warner. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On play action, they'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, back up, back up. Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much. And the ball is knocked out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Glenn, set and ready for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Etienne once more. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Returnable now for Allen. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 143 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins,
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
and the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
one of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller from a yard out.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And to throw again is Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep it. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Delta.
Lawrence.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hey, back up, back up.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Go, go.
Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Man open, here is Jones.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Irvin.
Here's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on second down.
Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, exit. Yeah.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
The utter domination here just continues.
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's go, I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's go, He for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. Ain't taking a from my boo ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's go, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors in your presence. I manifest my
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she is back. Finna, guaranteed though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that. In the mirror, oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't. Cough drop, tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los ojos colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos adoptados. Acuérdate quien hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
At my Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, good to the y'all, so we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we wouldn't ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had yellow hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, my leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I ready. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A brownie cut in, but on my pockets, we need my DNA. Baby, for life, so call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Oh, I died, they gon' know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, live in a lie. You know be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win and I alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Sharek, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pork cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I